Boo! Spooky! Haha! Gotcha! Gotcha! Oh, boy. I crack myself up. Not really. Let me see here. What's this? What's this notification? Oh, it's the thing. Yeah. Sweet. Okie dokie. Well, it looks like everything's working well on my end, so we're just gonna hang out for a little bit, let people start gathering on in. But for everybody who is here now, and everybody who is watching later in the future, hello again! It's me, Follower Toshi, coming to you live from the war-torn city of Portland, Oregon. Which I have actually just saw the fucking news spin shit, and apparently now we don't even have stores anymore. The President of the United States, Donald R. Joseph Trump, got up on stage and said, Portland, Oregon, so bad, they don't even have stores anymore. Which was really confusing to me as a common individual going about my day and purchasing goods from stores. So that was news to me. This must have, like, just happened, right? This must have been, like, something that happened, like, an hour ago. Apparently, a couple hours ago, as I was working on the many things that I have to do, every store in the greater Portland metropolitan area has apparently collectively shut down. And now there's no more stores in Portland, Oregon. All because of the Antifas, I guess. Man, fucking what a time to be alive. The frogs are out. They're dancing in the streets. Then the stores are closed. Oh boy, shit's crazy. Red Bull. You guys have actually probably heard me sipping on something during some of my streams recently, and that would be the more often than not, that would be a let's see, a 12 fluid ounce can of the Red Bull, the Red Edition, sugar-free watermelon energy drink to help vitalize my body and mind with a whole 15 calories per can and no sugar. That's pretty decent. But like I've been, you know, just that as something to just, like, you know, give me a little pick me up during streams and stuff. But I've kind of wanted to, like, I don't know, because there's also what is it, the watermelon monster. There's, you know, it's watermelon. Not exactly a very exotic drink. But there's a monster one, and I remember having that before. I can't remember if I remember it tasting better or worse. It probably tastes a little bit better because it's as far as I've seen anyway, it has only been the one that has sugar in it. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a maybe I'll go and get a watermelon one, or a monster watermelon the watermelon monster for tomorrow, just to taste the difference, because again, I've tasted it before. I just can't remember if it was like better or worse than the Red Bull. I think it's worse just because it's got sugar in it, but it probably does taste a little bit better, not gonna lie. Yo, what up, Mitts? How's it going? How goes the day? Has the week been well? Are you prepared for the week to end? I am. I'm here for some spooky times because it's October and it's time to get scared. I'm excited. I'm excited for this weekend because I don't know. Last weekend I had like an idea of what I wanted to do. We played obviously we played what was it? In the Flesh, the mod In the Flesh for Fallout Friday, and then we got back and we played a little bit of Grounded 2 for the first day of the spooky weekend stream, which was a little I feel like that was a bit of a stretch, especially since like the spooky element that we were trying to engage with, we didn't really even get around to until like damn near, like that was the last thing we did for the stream, and we only had enough time to do it once. So it was like, fuck, damn, didn't have enough time. And then we played some more Silent Hill F on Sunday, which was fun. But I want to get in and I want to check out some of the like newer stuff. I've been looking around at other like spooky games. I think I already have like one or two that we could check out. And then there's like, Chilla's Arts put out a game, a new one back in January. And then there was like, I got a notification in my email about a one on Itch.io, one on, what was it? One on Steam. I think it's called Lilith's my tongue's being stupid. Lilith's game. And it's like chess, but it's got some like twist to it. I can't remember. I just remember seeing it. I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat. And then a couple of other ones. I want to see what Puppet Combo is up to, because he's actually got a movie coming out now. Puppet Combo, or I guess Puppet Combo made a movie, and it's going to be dropping in a whole bunch of like small theaters. I'm excited for that. That sounds dope. I like Puppet Combo style. Pretty good. Got news of the next episode of Digital Circus release date, so that's cool. Awesome. When's it coming out? You hear about the Simpsons 2 movie and the Minecraft 2 movie? They're trying to do. Oh yeah, they're both dropping on the. They're both going to drop on the same day in 2027. I saw that yesterday, and I'm like, oh, fucking Barbieheimer, let's go, Barbieheimer. And what was the? Because there was another one that did that before, or another one of those like Barbieheimer things. It was like the Dark Knight, and then something else. I can't remember what it was, but it was like Barbieheimer before Barbieheimer. But yeah, that's gonna be a crazy double feature day. Like, I'm probably not gonna go see the Minecraft movie just because, like, I like Minecraft. It's fun. It's from a technological standpoint, absolutely bonkers. And from like a gameplay standpoint, really fun. Very, very nice. You can engage in the more whimsical side of video gamery. I think it just draws me in because I'm just a fan of like base building and stuff like that. That's why I like Fallout 4. But yeah, movie, not so much. So I'm unfortunately probably not going to see, unlike with Barbieheimer, where I saw both movies and absolutely loved both movies, probably not going to see Minecraft 2. I'll probably see the Simpsons movie too, though, because I saw the first one. At this point, I'm assuming so did literally everybody else on the planet. But yeah, I'm stoked for another Simpsons movie. I'm eager to see what they're gonna do and how it's going to stand in like contrast to a lot of the other. Because there's with the Simpsons specifically, there's always like the whole like conversation around like, oh, they're not as good as they used to be. They suck now, blah blah blah, blah. And it's like, I don't know, like maybe, probably they're not as good, but like, you know, unless you do the South Park thing where like you just heavily lean into like being a critique of modern society, um, or do like what Futurama does where it just like, you know, goes away for like 4 years at a time and then comes back and shit like that after like a 15-year hiatus or whatever. Like it's gonna get stale eventually. There's gonna be like a crazy banger every once in a while, like a really, really good episode, but like it's, you know, it's not gonna feel as nostalgic. The dopamine you get from it isn't gonna be as good. But I feel like I haven't watched it in a while, but I feel like modern Simpsons, like newer Simpsons, is kind of starting to find its footing again, which I like. Episode 7 of the Digital Circus is December 17th, and 8th is in March of next year. Okay, that makes sense. I kind of expected that the next episode was probably going to be like within the next like month or two, at least one episode before the end of the year. I don't have any faith in the Simpsons, so I'm not excited about it. I mean, like I said, I don't know. The new writers seem like they were kind of trying to figure out like, you know, oh, how do we sort of like distinguish ourselves from Matt Groening's work? How do we make like the Simpsons like a new thing now that Matt has left? And it's like, you know, it's taken them a couple years, but I think they're finally kind of starting to figure it out. And I mean, we don't know where the Simpsons movie is at this point. We don't know if it's like, you know, still being written, if it's in pre-production, if it's in post-production, you know, all that stuff. If it's coming out in 2027, I can't imagine it doesn't already have like a full script done. But like, yeah, I feel that they probably have like something, and it's probably been in the works for maybe a year or two at this point. So I'm more so hoping that it fell on like the more on like the better side of the writing arc as far as the new stuff goes. If it's the end of The Simpsons, then I'll be interested. It's got to stop. That would actually be kind of crazy if the Simpsons team came forward and were like, hey, so yeah, The Simpsons movie 2 is the series finale. This is gonna be the last Simpsons. Yeah, have fun. And then it's. I mean, if they did that, the Simpsons movie 2 would have to be like the biggest. Like they'd have to be putting all their eggs in that basket to make it as good as humanly possible. Because you don't want to end a like generational run that The Simpsons has done with a movie that's gonna bomb at the box office. Likely not happening. No, yeah, definitely not likely not happening. But like, fucking, can you imagine? That'd be insane. All right, so it's dark. I didn't get a that flashlight mod installed. Voice actors aren't getting any younger. Yeah, I constantly am reminded by that whenever I hear Marge Simpson's voice actor in like the modern era. Like, that's fucking crazy. I remember the first time when I heard like, because it had been at that point it had been like a long time, like several years since I watched like a full Simpsons episode. But I remember like, you know, hearing her like newer voice. I forgot about it. I have absolutely no idea how to pronounce that, and I didn't see it for long enough to fully figure it out. But thank you for subscribing. Epic gamer moment. Huge. I died. But yeah, I remember the first time I heard her, like, you know, her more so like modern voice where it's more like raspy and stuff. I'm like, oh, fuck. They're fucking getting old, man. My childhood. Some bitch, man. unless they go lame and switch to new characters with a whole new name, but the same town, new adventures, that would probably be like incredibly unlikely. That would most likely be less likely than them like ending the series with the movie. Like it'd be a crazy decision. It'd be like what? But yeah, I especially with how iconic the characters are and how well developed and well defined they are, I can't see that happening. Simpsons spin-off show, basically. Didn't they try to do like a spin-off of the series at one point? I thought they did, or maybe that was like an in series joke that they just kind of goofed around with. Is it K-A-H? Damn it. I'm trying to kill these blood bugs. I mean, just like, you know, command console kill them. I can't be fucking bothered to actually attack them. That did it. I don't know what was happening. I was like fucking fat fingering it there and hitting 4 keys at the same time. But yeah, I can't see it. Fucking all I'm hoping for though is that it's better than fucking I mean, it's not exactly a high bar to clear, but I'm hoping that it's going to be better than whatever fucking garbage game Elon Musk's gaming company is trying to put out. Because that's what they said. I think he said that the first like AI game or whatever was going to drop before the end of the year. Or maybe it was either this year or 2026. But yeah, I saw that and I'm all like, fucking God, no. I was considering making a short talking about that, but it's like I can't. I can't keep fucking talking about all the stupid things that Elon Musk. I absolutely could, but I don't want to. I don't want to keep talking about all the dumb shit that Elon Musk does. And I don't want to talk about and again, it's another one of those things. I mean, I guess I could for like shorts and stuff like that, but I feel like all the time that I spend doing like shorts and stuff is time I could be spending actually making like long form content, which, like, you know, the shorts definitely do. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that's going on that's like, I want to talk about that, but at the same time, I want to fucking spend my time working on other shit. But then it's like there's some shit that's just like so fucking like, oh my God, what the fuck? I don't know why, but I can't bring myself to like the other shows, like King of the Hill, Family Guy, and American Dad. I just really like the Simpsons world and characters. Well, I mean, like, there's a reason for that. They're, one, iconic, and two, tremendously well written. I would argue of the three that you mentioned, King of the Hill is probably the better one. Just because I personally think the writing in King of the Hill is absolutely amazing. Some of the jokes that they make are like so like incredibly subtle and so hilarious. Whether or not I'm reading too much into them, which I very strongly don't think I am, but just like, they're so fucking good, especially when you get into the later episodes, especially the new season. The new season is amazing. American Dad is funny. Family Guy is also funny, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like Family Guy kind of fell into the same issue that The Simpsons has, where it's just been going on for so long. AI really is a corporate salesman buzzword of the year. Yeah, it really is. King of the Hill has been growing on me, but it's a bit slow for me. But maybe I'll change in time. I mean, yeah, it's definitely a much slower paced show. The interesting thing that I always kind of like pull out is like, oh, this is like a fun little trivia thing for parties and stuff like that. King of the Hill, if I'm remembering correctly, was actually the first animated television show to utilize dynamic camera angles. Most animated American animated television shows, rather, prior to that, utilized more of like a stage concept, right? So like you think of Family Guy where the characters are sort of like walking around directly in front of the camera as if it's like a stage production, right? But King of the Hill sort of broke the mold in actually using dynamic camera angles, like over the shoulder shot, angles that break the 180 rule in a sense, which is sort of like that that stage production line. It's a film term, but basically they were using camera angles from like a crazy amount of different angles, and it just really made the show feel a lot more like dynamic and alive, and sort of like personal, like you were like actually there. It helped create a lot more sense of space. But yeah, I mean, it's like, it's not a show for everyone. I've definitely seen people who have, criticisms of the show, like again, pacing is definitely I think something that not everybody, but like some people can say like, I don't know, it feels a little slow this time, this, that, and the other thing. And it's like, yeah, that makes sense. I could see it. I could see the argument. By the way, you just playing Fallout London or something? No, we are playing Fallout 4. We are going to be playing the mod Vault 111, which is a mod made by a modder named Rascal Arts, who is the guy that we actually did an interview of for this month's Adamcast episode. Links to the podcast are going to be in the description. If you're watching on YouTube, yeah, he's a really interesting dude. He made the mod. He's put out like, a bunch of mods. A lot of his early stuff was like, bringing in like the Cybermen, or like, Master Chief, or fucking, oh god, I haven't played Gears in so fucking long. What's the Marcus? That's it. Bringing in like Marcus from Gears of War and stuff. But a lot of his more recent stuff has a lot more of a like horror twist to it. One of the mods last week we played In the Flesh, and we have covered his Flesh Smith mod, which was a mod for the Automatron DLC that added like a bunch of new components for automatrons that were more like infusions of man and metal and like flesh, and you could have like what were some of them? I think gorilla parts were one of them, but then there was like feral ghoul parts, alien parts, stuff like that. Really fun little equipment mod just to make the automatrons a little bit more like like nightmarish and stuff. But he's also been tinkering around with a couple of other mods or mod concepts. Like I said, more horror focused, more into like actual missions. It's funny that you bring up Fallout London specifically, because he was actually brought on to work on some of the animations and riggings for a couple of the creatures in Fallout London. So he is a former Fallout London dev in a sense. But yeah, his interview was really cool, because we talked a lot about like more of the horror elements of Fallout. So, like ghouls and body horror, and, to what degree Fallout should or maybe is a horror game compared to, other incarnations of the series. Or like, versions like, the earlier stuff. Fucking, what was Brotherhood of Steel? Because was that Obsidian? No, it wasn't Obsidian, or Black Isle. I mean, was that Spin? I can't remember. Point is, it was a really cool conversation. We talked a lot about, the spookier stuff, when it comes to Fallout. And it was a really good time. I definitely recommend checking it out. But like I said, we are here to get into his Vault 117 mod, which from what I'm looking up here, let's see. How to start. It says, north of Jamaica Plains, there's a giant billboard advertising the town. In the rear of the sign, you can find a hatch. So let's go and do that. Okay. Let me answer this real quick. Okay, so a billboard, let's see, what's it say? North of Jamaica Plains. So it's probably going to be about here-ish. Probably not that far. But definitely in this-ish direction. We're going to leave this on because I am fucking busy all the time and forgot to get a flashlight mod. Which I have, but, yeah, I just haven't gotten the flashlight. Have I even turned the mod on? I know it's in my load order, but I can't remember if I turned it on or not. Let me get this out of here. Ghouls are definitely a bit more dry / tame looking than before, making them almost seem lucky in a sense, instead of being previously described as a fate worse than death. Yeah, I saw like a Reddit post that was all like, oh, fucking like which version of ghouls do you prefer? The Fallout 1 and 2 version, the Fallout 3 and New Vegas version, or the Fallout 4 and 76 version? Because, you know, video game, depending on their art style and stuff, video games are always trying to make their characters and their environment look more realistic. And I feel as if the Fallout 4 version of the ghouls are the most like representative of what would actually happen to somebody who was massively affected by radiation. But at the same time, you know, this is sort of a concept that I've been kicking around for a while that I want to eventually make a video talking about. But there is a trying to remember. It's not an art style. It's not like a philosophy. I think it's like a world design. Yeah, there's a world design called fucking. What is it? No, it's not a world design. It's some sort of like magical system called thaumaturgy, and it basically is like God, I have like notes on my desktop in a document that I haven't looked at for fucking ever because I've been busy with other things. But it's basically like a lot of the supernatural elements that happen in, so you think of supernatural elements in like practically any other series, right? Like Baldur's Gate, for example. The supernatural elements that are in that game have a magical source, right? Ghosts have a magical source. Walking skeletons have a magical source. Everything in some way that is perceived as supernatural has some sort of root in their magical system. When it comes to Fallout, and more specifically thaumaturgy, the supernatural elements more often than not have a scientific source. So, you know, ghouls, they're zombies. That's, you know, pseudo supernatural. Ghouls, feral ghouls are the result of radiation. The super mutants, same thing. A lot of things more so are attributed to radiation, but the way that radiation works in Fallout is different from how it works in real life because it has some sort of, you know, some sort of X factor that makes it more bombastic or closer to supernatural in the Fallout series. And so when we're talking about that, taking it in more of a realistic direction makes sense, but you have to consider the fact that this is a semi-realistic world and a semi-realistic setting. So having the ghouls be, you know, these more melted clay figures or looking as like actually rotten as as they do in like Fallout 3 in New Vegas, makes a bit more sense because we're going for that more exaggerated feeling. So when it comes to like me specifically, it kind of depends on like the mood, right? Because it's like, you know, how much of the mood of Fallout do I want to be horror specific? And if we're talking about the ghouls, are the ghouls going to be more like, you know, actual melted abomination zombies, out and out body horror? Or is it going to be more of that, you know, more subtle psychological horror to where, yes, they still look pretty like gross and disgusting, but then you're dealing a lot more with that whole like, you know, losing your sense of self and identity that they talked about, that they were, you know, covering. I think mostly probably best covered it in Fallout Prime, but touched on a little bit in Fallout 4. So it's all about, you know, the intention with the kind of story you're trying to tell, I think. It would make sense if you showed me a 3 ghoul and a 4 ghoul and told me the latter was a ghoul after 210 years versus one that was maybe 75 years after the bombs. Yeah, that would make sense. Like, it would make sense for, like, the older a ghoul gets, the more actually decayed they look. But then, like, because it seems like in the show specifically, it seems like what they're trying to... sorry, hold on one second. There we go. The fucking... Oh, no, it's still jittering. Wait, what? Oh, it's because I have the... There we go. Okay. I did turn off the HUD and everything so the fucking mouse would stop jittering because this... I don't know. Maybe I should get a new mat for my my keyboard and mouse and stuff, because the jittering that my mouse does, a little micro jittering because it's a laser point mouse, fucking makes the screen shake. But with Fallout Prime, it seems like they're really trying to focus, because there's not really a reason given why ghouls go feral, like what specifically triggers it. They're kind of starting to build a case that, because if you go with, like, you know, the older, the more like, you know, decayed a ghoul looks, the more, you know, the older it is, that kind of leads into like, okay, well then that means that once ghouls hit a certain age, like, they go feral. But that hasn't really been what Bethesda has been like exploring with the ghouls. With the show, it seems like they're leaning in more of like a mental decay sort of thing, which makes sense. But I think they're trying to keep it more ambiguous. Maybe not ambiguous, but they're not trying to, like, you know, point to directly like, oh, this is like the biological point at which a ghoul will turn feral. Because I feel like having it a little bit more genetically random makes storytelling a little bit easier. I think it leaves enough doors open to lend itself to storytelling. Like, sure, after 210 years, if they're still alive, then they've kind of dried up a bit. And you've seen the burnt flesh look is kind of cleaned up after so long. Yeah. And like, yeah, the like physically that makes sense. And I do agree with that. I think that the issue is just more people would, I mean, maybe not more, but a lot of people would probably like start connecting dots and be like, oh, well, if this is the case, then this must be the case. And it's like, no, that's not the case. And I don't know. Sometimes I feel like Fallout lore and speculation kind of like fold in on themselves, because I've seen it a couple times in like my comment sections and stuff. It'll like, I put out a video, a short the other day, where I'm all like, oh, like, let's talk about the Enclave, the Enclave versus the Institute, and like who would win. And I saw multiple people who were all like, well, don't the Brotherhood of Steel already have technology that's capable of countering the Institute's teleportation abilities? And it's like, not without the players' help. And it's like, you know, I mean, that more so could just be like just a misremembrance of stuff, but a lot of the times it feels like there's just like this miscommunication on a lot of fronts, you know? I saw one person that was all like, well, if I'm not mistaken, the Institute is actually just, you know, like a distant offshoot of the Enclave, right? So it's like, I don't think they'd fight anyway. And it's like, that's not canon. And that's never been something that's been canon. And it's like, you know, I'm not directly saying that, you know, there's somebody out there who's like lying or like like purposefully misinterpreting the lore. I think that there's just enough speculation spinning around in addition to the lore where things just get confusing. And then, you know, also stack on the people who are just like blatantly like, oh, I don't care about this specific aspect of the lore because Bethesda did it or whatever. And then that just further convolutes the entire argument. A ghoul traveling through the glowing sea with occasional breaks in non-radioactive areas would be good. But if you trapped a ghoul in a room with radioactive barrels, then eventually it will take a toll. See, I like that a little bit more. I like the concept that like, oh, ghouls are just, you know, like, you know, you become a ghoul and you become a ghoul. But the point of like, you know, if you become feral, has more to do with like how much radiation you absorb. I feel like, you know, ghouls should definitely still be like, you know, immune to the negative effects of radiation, but like that's just like the outward physical effects. There could still be like an effect it takes on them, you know, internally and like their mind. So after like, you know, I feel as if it'd be like, oh, you know, this guy's been a ghoul for like 20 years and he's exclusively lived in the glowing sea for that long and then became a ghoul or went feral. But then this other guy has lived outside of the glowing sea for like, you know, 210 years and he never became feral. I feel like that would make more sense just because of like the environment that both parties live in, right? I feel like that would make a little bit more sense. Okay. Enough blither blather. Let's get in and let's get spooked. Bam. How long have we been talking? 40 minutes. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, let me scooch out of the way here. There we go. Also, I don't know. The only thing that Rascal told me about either of the mods, because he talked about him a little bit during our interview, but he asked me like, "Oh, have you played him or anything like that?" And like, no, I haven't gotten to it yet. I'm probably gonna get to it in like next week or two. The only thing he told me about, and it was pertaining to this mod specifically, was to leave the music on, because he does a couple of things that are a little bit more effective if you have the music on. So if you're like me and you play Fallout 4 without the music on, and I mean specifically like the ambient music, make sure you turn it on when playing Vault 111 to get the full immersive experience. Okay. Let's go. Whoa, got turned around there. All right. So we still have the also this is right after the Fleshsmith. Sorry, not Fleshsmith. The In the Flesh DLC. So we still got our guns, and we still got that one. We still got that one. We still got that's a different one. Oh yeah, there's a different one. Okay, cool. So we're in an okay spot. I don't know how many enemies we're gonna encounter, but we got some bullets. All right, what do we got? Sealed area with just an elevator. Looks good. Looks good. All right. Boop. Boop. It always starts with a fucking elevator. Green. More green. More green. Oh, guys, this might not be so bad after all. Oh, there's red. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Guys, I think we're fucked. There's red lights. Oh, thank God. Welcome to Vault 117 in association with Dunwich Borers LLC. Fuck, dude. Not Dunwich. Some fucking bitch, man. God damn it. I also believe ghouls could go without food or water, but by doing so, would leave them with far less energy and likely pain, so it's better to be well fed and not be. That would make sense. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Hello? Okay. I'm just gonna. Oh, hey, how's it going? Whoops. Sorry. That was weird. It was weird because when I aimed at, maybe it's because I was here? Yeah, because it did that, right? It did that when I aimed at it, but maybe it was because I was right here. I don't know. That was weird. Okay. Overseer's note number 7. Murderer, shut up. Nobody saw. You guys didn't fucking look at me. You guys didn't see fucking nothing. You don't say nothing. You don't know nothing. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Let's see what this note says. First of all, I'm sorry. I never wanted to hit you. Oh, God. But I knew you would try to stop me doing what needed to be done. There's a stim pack on the side if you need it. On the side? 14 more were taken last night, leaving just you, me, and Michael. Michael Henderson, sorry. And he finally snapped. He was hammering on my door when I refused to let him in. He blew through the adjoining... All right. Excuse me. He blew through the adjoining wall with some sort of explosive. He chased me upstairs, and I managed to trap him inside the recreation room. He can rot in there. You probably think I've gone mad, but this is how it has to be. Do not return to the vault. You know there's something, you know there's something very wrong in there. The disappearances, the nightmares, the madness, the fucking mannequins. You're a smart kid. If anyone can work out how to get out of here, it's you. There's enough stores in here to last you 6 months. If not, I left you a 10mm as well. I don't know what the surface will be like. It's only been 9 years since the bombs fell. But anything is better than staying. I am the overseer, and it was my job to look after you all. I failed. But if I can stop anyone else being taken by whatever's in the depot, then perhaps I can rest. Good luck, Leanne. God damn it. There's something spooky. If I had turned around and that guy's head was back on its body, that would have been the end of the stream. I'd have been like, nuh-uh, nope, no. That would have been a really effective scare. Okay. But I guess it would only happen if somebody had knocked his head off. But like, man, if Raska would have accounted for that, I don't know if there is actually a way to account for that in the game. I don't know how to fucking mod, but that would have been spooky. Okay. Welcome to Vault 117, brought to you by Vault Tech and Dunwich Borers LLC. To be read to each resident in terms of arrival. Oh, in turn on arrival. Welcome, Vault resident, to your new home, where you will spend your days in comfort and security. Safe from the dangers of the surface, your every will be catered for by the dedicated staff of robots operating outside in the depot below the vault, leaving you free to focus on furthering your intellectual and mechanical endeavors of Dunwich Borers, the intellectual and mechanical endeavors of Dunwich Borers LLC. Please collect your vault suits and proceed to the atrium, where the overseer will address you. Okie dokie. Run admin perm. Well, I've done it. 3 months of tinkering in the darkness. Nearly broke my neck climbing out of the clambering up the elevator shaft to hotwire the vault doors, sleeping with one eye open, fearing the vault would open from the inside. Even now, I don't know if I truly believe the overseer. Maybe she was crazy. Maybe she's doomed me by locking me up here. Out here. But there was something wrong in that place. I wonder if she's still alive in there, with Mr. Henderson still locked in the rec room. On the nights I couldn't sleep, I would put my ear to the atrium door and listen. Nothing. Except, sometimes, I swear I could hear humming. Slow and soft. Almost a tune. I decided to put together an access key. If the surface isn't an option, I may have to brave the vault after all for supplies. I hope it doesn't come to that. Wish me luck. Abigail Jenkins, November 2086. And log. The experiment. No experiment, just constantly reminding the residents that the vault was brought to you by Dunwich Boars. Yeah, the experiment for this vault is sponsorship. Vault Tech, brought to you by Dunwich Boars. Oh, fuck, it's capitalism. All right. Oh, I want to leave the light off. Gotta mention right before every single overseer speech, vault announcement and individual greeting. Yeah. Good morning, vault residents. Brought to you by Dunwich Boars, LLC. All right, so there's an ID card around here I didn't grab. Didn't even notice there was a bed here. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? My God, they didn't even last a month. Yeah. They went crazy real quick. Oops. Oh, no. I'm stuck. It's easy. Beep. Beep. Okay, let's see. All right, yeah, ID card. Nope, 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 nope. ID card. Oh, that did say makeshift access card, so maybe that's the same thing. Yeah, there we go. Okay, fair enough. Let's take another drink. All right. We got the Vault 17 jumpsuit. Sorry, Vault 117 jumpsuit. I'm gonna slap this bad bitch on. There it is. Is it better? Is it worse? It's a little better. Yeah. Now we're in costume. Vault 117. Let's go. Well, we actually went in. Bright ass flashlight. Sure you didn't pack a neutron star in your pocket? It's not in my pocket. It's on my wrist because this is the Pit Boy light. But yes, it is incredibly bright. I've mentioned this before. I mentioned this last week. There's a mod that actually allowed. It's a little. Let me scoot forward here a little bit. It's like a little backpack. So like the flashlight is right here, and it kind of like slings over like, you know, this part of the back and the front and the shoulder and stuff like that. It kind of looks a little bit like like it's part of a leather armor piece, but it's just like a shoulder mounted flashlight. It's part of fuck it, what was it? It's part of, I can't remember the name of the mod. It's like a new faction mod. I can't remember the name of the faction though. The Scavers, that's it. It's part of the Scavers mod. It just adds like a tiny micro faction that's all like, we're like basically the guys that, you know, scavenge through the dirt and then fucking find stuff and then sell it and this, that, and other thing. But that alone, which it actually did add like a standalone mod just for the flashlight thing. Absolutely vital, because the fucking Flashlight mod on this Pip-Boy is way too goddamn bright. Okay. Yeah, I fucking can't see nothing in here. Oh, there's a man. Oh, it's two man. Oh, they're gonna fucking kiss. No. It's mannequins. God damn it. I learned from the forest that it's better to use a light for the general area than a flashlight for specifically in front of you. Flashlight made the game 10 times scarier. Yep. And since we're doing horror mods, that's kind of the point. All right, let's see what's in here. I chuckle. Oh, fuck it. God damn it. He turned the fucking lights off. I can't see shit. Well, see, now I can see everything, including the giant vault boy up there. Brought to you by Dunwich Boars LLC. You guys gonna actually, like, fucking make out or something? Why are you so close? 6 feet. Moldy food. Hey, yo. We got some sodas? No. Damn it. Okay, they're lined up for something. What are you looking at, Jack? What kind of nonsense we got going on in here? Requires an ID card? Oh, shit. Okay. An actual one. Whoops. Sorry. Put shoes on. Were you born in a barn? Weirdo. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Residential, recreation, laundry. Okay, yeah. Oh, spooky man. Oops, shit. No, stop it. There we go. Okay. Kind of have to have the flashlight on or we actually can't see nothing. See? Nothing. Up. Oh. Hey, you could not do that. You could not do that too. That'd be cool. What the heck? Guys, there's ghosts in here. She getting closer? Oh boy. My health went down. I think. Oh no, yeah, my health went way down. Uh-oh. Oh, guys, we're in trouble. We're in trouble already. Oh, can't go in there. Nope. 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 Oh, see, this is where having, like, that flashlight mod would really come in handy. Because I don't want to fucking cheat. Because this feels like cheating. There's too much light. She coming? Can we go back this way? Oh, yeah, there she is. Nope. Fuck you. Fuck you. You scary. It's too dark. Oh, sorry, Steve. Oh, fuck. Steve's fucking dead, dude. Fuck. Sliding door. Samantha, do something. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I don't know if that's a model from something else, but a little hamper filled with vault suits. That's nice. That's a cool detail. We got any lights in here? Absolutely not. What are you guys doing? Oh, not your kid, man. Not the kid. Charles, get out of here. Oh, fuck. What are you doing? Why is there chains? Why is there chains? Son bitch. Woo. Overseer's note number 3. From the desk of the overseer, all vault residents, please note. Brought to you by Dunwich Boars LLC. Residents, I know the vault is still reeling from the loss of the whole Thompson family. And please, be assured, I'm trying to find out what happened. I know you're all disturbed by the appearance of the mannequins in the Thompsons' quarters overnight. This appears to be part of the automated system that keeps the vault maintained. I will, of course, try and have them removed. Overseer Lopez. Nope. Nope. Fuck. Oh, she's following me. It's like It Follows. Fuck. This is stressful. Ooh. Overseer's net number 2. Hey! Mr. and Mrs. Thompson, I'm so sorry about Jimmy. Please rest assured that I'm doing everything I can to get an update on his condition. Oh, am I going to die if she touches me? I am. Yep, I'm actively dying. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, humming, bad. Move quickly. Okay, let's put this away. Oh god, they're already freaking out. Did you see those guys? They went. All right. The light turned off, man. All right, let's look at the depot request terminal. Please enter your Vault-Tec associate number and Dunwich LLC employee code in order to make a request. The automated depot system will determine necessity, and our friendly robot team will respond in 1 to 3 working days. Warning: excessive or frivolous requests will be flagged and processed to the passed to the overseer for disciplinary action. Medical supplies. Give me some fucking stimmies. Dr. John Torrance, on behalf of Charter Smith, 42 years old, leg broke in a manual incident. Manual handling incident. Food and beverages. 5,000 Fancy Lad snack cakes. Jesus Criminy, that's a lot of snack cakes. Access to depot? Give me back my people. Request. Why are you taking them? Half of them aren't even sick with the madness like the others. Please, give them back. Or at least tell me why. Depot response. Denied. Depot advisory. Quarantine procedures must be completed with resident access. Compiled with. Resident access to depot facility is prohibited. Oh, jeez. Mr. and Mrs. Thompson wish to visit their son in the depot quarantine facility. Okay. Remove these goddamn mannequins. Take these things back down to the depot. We don't want them and they're upsetting the residents. Access denied. Request denied. Replace maintenance key. Access card required. Oh, cool. So... Oh, they'll get back to me in 1 to 3 fucking days. So I just hang out here and... wait for them to get to me. Please note. Please stop submitting frivolous requests to the depot. It slows down the system and delays the serious requests for things we actually need. Oh, the things we actually need. Overseer Lopez. Okay. So I don't think there was anything in here that was of note, at least not yet. Okay. Surely he expected players to at least have a regular flashlight, right? I mean, maybe? I haven't gotten a chance to ask him about it, but yeah, an actual like flashlight as opposed to the Pip-Boy mod or the Pip-Boy light would probably be way better in actually doing this. Because then it creates the actually, you know what? Let me Give me 1 second. Let me try something. Let's get a little crazy with this. Desktop. Okay, let me... No, that's that. I'm just going to download a fucking flashlight mod real quick. Fallout 4 flashlight mod. Ugh. Actually, I think that's that. Yeah, let's give this a try. That's good. That's good. I think this will just change the shape of my Pip-Boy light. Let me give this a try here. Let me run loot. Oh, let me switch to, there we go. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Because I want us to have the right atmospheric experience. Okay. Let's give it a try. Hope that we don't die. I think this works. I'm pretty sure that the mod I installed, because I've used the mod before. I can never remember, though, if it changes the shape of the light, or if it's just like, hey, you can get a thing that allows you to change the light. Let's see. Oh, it broke it. Hell yeah. Now we're cooking. Now we're fucking... great. Absolutely perfect. Okay. Oops, no, wrong one. So, let's turn that one off. And then, let me check this. Yeah, this is the right one. Files. Yeah, so it should just be that. Okay. We're going to have to derail for a second then. Hard mode, yeah. No light at all. Just pure darkness. God, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. You can't use any light. You just have to fucking stumble around in the dark. I feel like that'd be a good gimmick for a horror mod. That you have to like run away from like a glowing one or something, you know? I feel like that'd be like a blind glowing one, right? Like he can't see you. Excuse me. He can't see you. He shouldn't be able to find you. Are these the which? Yeah, that's that one. Okay. He shouldn't be able to see you, but he should be able to, like, you know, hear you. I don't know how you would program that specifically, but like, you know, it like that's your advantage. You can see the light coming from him, so you can know when you're in trouble. And the light that he casts could actually help you in the sense that unknown structured. Yeah, there we go. In the sense that, you know, it could help to illuminate details about your surrounding and stuff like that. I think that would be pretty neat. Actually, can I just move? I could. I don't remember the fucking codes. I'm too fucking lazy to look it up. Ooh, I could just do, because I have the, where is it? Holotape cheat terminal. Here we go. Okay, let me see if this works. Move to Commonwealth. Oops, wrong one. We want S. Sanctuary. Because we're just going to build the flashlight thing, get that set up. Boom, works. Then we're going to fucking come back and keep this gravy train rolling. Because now that I know we got a humming ghost, that kind of changes the dynamic of things a little bit. Let's see. We need to do this. Good. And then I think we just need to go over here because I think we built it at the chemistry station. I might have to turn on the thing. Holotape. Yo, what is up, Porto Wolf? I'm just equipment, crafting. Add every component. Ah, fuck, this was a bad idea. There we go. God damn, that cheat holotape seems so nice. Wish Sony weren't annoying. I know, right? That was the thing. Fucking... I think that a lot of the shortcomings that people attribute to Bethesda can like so very easily just be traced back to Sony, right? Because that was the reason why PlayStation Fallout 4 didn't have mods on PlayStation for like ever. They're the reason we didn't get cross-platform on Fallout 76 because PlayStation was all like, oh, we don't want to do that. And it's like, oh, fuck you so bad. Oh, I need the armor thing. Oh, fuck you. All right. Oh, fucking Jesus. Morty. All right. I'm just gonna... Which one was it under? Was that under perception or endurance? It was probably under intelligence. Agility? Strength. Armor. There we go. Alright. How's Toshi? Having fun in the Commonwealth? No, we are currently... we have diverted just slightly from the Vault 117 mod by Rascal Arts. We so desperately need a mod. Yeah, let me show off this mod real quick. It's actually pretty badass. So this is a mod part of the unique scavs mod on the Nexus. And it adds this this little backpack situation. I think because there was two, as you noticed. I believe it. One of them is just the strap that has the light, the flashlight on it, and then the other one adds the backpack. I could be wrong, but either way, this little flashlight here, oh boy, changes everything because now it's an actual light flashlight. As opposed to the fucking neutron star that we were carrying in our back pocket with fucking with the Pip-Boy light. But yeah, unfortunately for everybody who's playing on console, sorry, you can't get it, which sucks. But that's how the cookie crumbles. Just another reason why us PC master rates are the elites of gaming. Alright. I'm sorry. I feel disgusting. I have debased myself. Where's that? There it is. Okay. Oh, now it's all fucking bright and everything. I can't see because the sun shines in my eyes. And the ghouls are after me now. Oh, fuck. We must retreat back to the safety of the darkness. If I could bring anything from PC to PS5, it would be one great snowy map and weather mods. I'm not 100% sure which mod you're talking about specifically. I might just not have ran into that. But there's like a lot of really good mods for both console and PC that just don't have that overlap, unfortunately. That's kind of one of the reasons I'm like really happy with the state of Starfield modding. This seems a little it's a tiny bit brighter. Fucking sorry, jeez. That's kind of one of the reasons I'm a little bit happier with the state of Starfield modding, because it seems like, at least with the Creation Club specifically, you know, because I feel like there's always going to be better mods on the Nexus, but the fact that there seems to be a much stronger focus on allowing mods that are put out on the Creation platform to be both, one, expansive, and two, accessible on both console and PC. I think that's really good. Oh, you weren't bringing the elevator. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Whee! There we go. Okay. All right. This helps a lot. But we want to keep it for the more atmospheric parts. We want those to be intact. I'm stuck with simple green to simple white, then replace rain with snow, then have it only rain in the Commonwealth. Yeah. There's a lot of hoops you got to jump through there. Simple white basically shaves off the grass, not all, and replaces it with grass texture as flat white to look like snow. Looks terrible on clear sunny days, but looks all right with snowy weather. Yeah. Do you know about why... Wait, what? You know about why it's not like that for Fallout 4, right? Atmosphere, immersion. You talking about the... What are you talking about? Why is it... Why is what not like that for Fallout 4? Oh, fuck, they turned the lights off. Some bitch. Oh, let me scooch out of the way here. There we go. Okay, Overseer's Note 1. Please stop submitting frivolous requests to the depot. It slows down the system and delays the serious requests for things we actually need. You bastards. Okay. So was there anything over here? I think this was just the shower block. Yeah, this was just the showers. We opened this, and there was nothing over here. Okay. Flashlight's a lot better now. Infinitely better. The Creation Club. You know why it's not like that for Fallout 4, right? Well, because for Fallout 4, they were dealing with a lot of the, like, the limitations of how much they could put on... Like, how much they had for, like, modding space on consoles, because it's virtually unlimited for PCs. But on consoles, they had, like, a specific amount that they couldn't go over, because they're like, this is what we're setting it to as consoles. And now with Starfield, it's better, because it's basically just like, oh, yeah, it's just going to make your save file bigger, which everybody's like, I don't care. But, yeah, much better flashlight. Because it's not, like... It's not. So this is also at like the 50% gauge. When you're installing it, there's settings for how far the light can travel. So you can make it go like fucking crazy. But yeah, this is default at like 50% the distance. So just enough to light what's in front of you, but not enough to like mess stuff up. But I think let me see what this does for this jump scare here. Okay, yeah. It works. It still works. It's definitely a lot better than it used to be, but like, yeah, I wish it was just like a little bit smaller. But you know, two mods competing for the same space. What are you gonna do? Anyway, the fucking spooky scary ghost lady. Can I shoot her? Of course I can't shoot her. She's a spooky scary ghost lady. You pronounced frivolous. Like a weird Frenchman. Frivolous. Well, I don't say that word. I know the word frivolous, but I fucking very rarely say that. I would probably more so use what would be a good word besides frivolous? Like pointless, useless. I feel like frivolous is one of those words where it's easy to go mush mouth with it, you know? Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Fuck you, scary, spooky ghost lady. Ah, she spilled paint all over the place. Oh, some bitch. Oh, fuck, dude. Jerry, get off the can. We gotta get the fuck out of here. Ah, I fucking knocked over the lady. Ah, fuck, there's nobody in here. Jerry's gone. Okay, she's not right behind me. Thank God. Eat the ghost lady. Yeah, seriously. Oh no, you said eat lead, ghost lady. Bang, 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 bang. Didn't work. So bitch. Okay. And then like, nice little bottle caps. Hey, hold on a sec. I shouldn't be looting. I am actively being chased by something that is unmurderable and wishes to do me a big heckin' harm. Oh, fuck, I missed there it is. Okay. Mr. and Mrs. Thompson, I'm so sorry about Jimmy. Please rest assured that I'm doing everything I can to get the... Okay, to get an update on his condition and what is happening in the depot. I know this is deeply upsetting and that you are rightly angry. But the robots in the depot clearly feel that Jimmy needs to go into quarantine for the good of the vault. I'm sure he will be back with us very soon. Kind regards, Overseer Lopez. Fuck. She's here. Okay. So there are like notes and stuff, obviously, like that one. I'm trying not to dawdle because I have like mods installed that... What do I have? I have the Fall Souls mod installed, which makes it so that anything that like pauses the game, right? Like looking at a terminal or reading a note or anything like that, does not pause the game. So I can't just be kind of like standing around reading notes. I gotta keep on rolling. Okay. I know the vault is still reeling from the loss of the whole Thompson family, and please be assured I'm trying to find out what has happened. I know we are all disturbed by the appearance of the mannequins in the Thompsons' quarters overnight. This appears to be part of the automated system that keeps the vault maintained. I will of course try and have them removed. So yeah, if I go quiet all of a sudden, that's just me trying to, while reading specifically, that's just me trying to keep an ear out for the It Follows ghost lady that wants me dead. Also, that note sort of implied that all of these... Whoa, she's here. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. What the fuck? Oh, fuck. There she is. Shit. 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 What the fuck? You're not humming. You're supposed to hum. You broke the rules. Ah, you bitch. Okay. Fuck. Do I have any stim packs? Oh, I don't. I just have fucking run away. Okay, is she on the staircase? Fuck. Yeah, she is. Is this music original? I don't know if this music is original or not, but it's pretty badass. Okay, what do we got here? Overseer note number 6. Oh, this is probably a real bad place for me to be, actually. Okay, eat the ghost lady, gain her ghost powers. Oh, fuck, there she is. Would she taste like a ghost pepper? She'd probably have a little bit of kick to her. Oh, fuck, she moved the things, man. Okay. Which way are you going? Okay. Oh, she's stuck? Ah, she fucking stuck. Oh! Ah, she got me. Damn. I know a cool mod for the sneak text that changes it like question mark and exclamation point. Oh, that does sound kind of neat, actually. Oh, fuck. Okay. Let me see if I can... Fuck. Let me see if I can trick her. So if I like bring her this way and then like run around, then I can get back down to the bottom level and continue exploring, because there was like one room, that room that we ran into, didn't have a had some stuff in it that we didn't get a chance to like look at. Yeah, I see you over there, you spooky bitch. You're mean. I don't like you. She gives you that BioShock drunk vision. Yeah, she does. That's the effect of her pulling your brains out of your ear. Hell yeah, it worked, and we didn't take any damage. I'm digging the ambiance. This is a really smart idea. I like it. Okay. Doctor stuff. There's a note here. Note 5. Because it seems like... Because she doesn't... Okay, yeah, she's still above me. It seems like it's not a case where, like, you know, she sees you and then she follows you. And then, like, you can, you know... You can, like, you know, give her the slip. It seems like it's 100% like the moment she spots you, she knows where you are permanently and just, like, you know, keeps following you, which is very similar to, as I mentioned earlier, a movie called It Follows, which plot-wise is basically about a ghost that jumps from person to person via... it's like an STD ghost, basically. But the concept is the ghost will, like, you know, it walks after you. Only you can see it. It keeps following you. And if it catches up to you, it kills you. That's the whole point. And that seems like it's very similar to what's going on here. And I like it because, one, it was a really, really good movie. And the concept is really neat. And two, it's a lot more effective here because of how cramped the vaults are. So it's like, if she was moving maybe like 20 to 30% slower, I feel like it would give us just enough time to, you know, go from room to room, look at stuff. I feel like the fact that I have the Fall Souls mod on makes it a little bit harder for me because I can't stop and read the notes in their entirety without her getting close to me. So I kind of have to, like, run in, grab a note, read it before she gets to me, or, you know, pick it up and then kind of draw her back to the beginning and sort of like reset the process. But, yeah, I feel like it would probably be, it would all sort of like pan out easier with the, without the Fall Souls mod on. But, like, this is fine. This is okay. Is that her? Yep, there she is. Yep. Genuinely shiver-inducing. Like, can you imagine I didn't have the light on, and that's it? Like, fuck. I like it. I'm a fan. This is spooky. This is spooky as shit. There she is. All right. The only thing I don't like is sometimes... Okay, sometimes it seems like the humming works, but other times it seems like it doesn't. Like, there was that one time where she caught up to us and there wasn't any humming. Like, that's her rule. She's got to be humming. Okay. Yeah, there she is. Okay, let's go.
Okay, she is humming. At least right now. I think last time maybe I just wasn't close enough, but it seems like her humming starts specifically when you get like quote unquote close enough to her. So I don't know what happened last time. Okay. Where's that room? One room we didn't check out. We was in there. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it was like a doctor's room. Here we go. Yeah, nope, 5. Residents, with the loss of Dr. Torrance, please direct all medical requests to me and report any injuries or concerns to your area's registered first aider. Ooh, first aider. I'm going to drink this blood pack right now with my mouth. I guess I'm also going to take that rat away and that stim pack, which I don't feel like I needed the stim pack, but since I accidentally took it, I guess I'm going to take it. But we're at full health, so, you know, what are you going to do? Okay, new level. She knocked these guys over. Okay. Note number 6. Residents, thank you all for coming. It has been a difficult week in Vault 117. The sealing of the residential zone 2 and 3 was not an easy decision to make. But believe me when I say that every attempt to at communication was met with immediate and unreasoning violence. And cost us the lives of Mr. Harris and Mr. Johnson. As our numbers shrink, I only ask that we all remain calm and continue working. Please approach me with any new concerns you may have. Overseer Lopez. Lopez, I think you might have a ghost problem. I'm just gonna go on a limb. Just kind of put that out there. Oh, more red paint. Oh, this is bad. There's a lot of red paint in here. Ooh, disturbing gas mask. Oh, good, an explosion. Oh, good, bone fragments. Okay, I think she's on the floor below me. Scribbled note. She must have it. She is the overseer. She must have the key. She must know the way below. The others have chosen. Why not me? She must have it. I shall take it from her. Sick. Crazy ramblings. Okay, well, this looks normal. Up. Overseer note 4. Damn the girl, but she is clever. Gerald came to me today. Turns out Abby made a holotape report to unlock the rec room on demand and has been hiring it out for donations, mostly fancy lad snack cakes. I'll let it slide for now. Goodness knows I'm tired of the embarrassed couples coming to me looking for some late night privacy. Apparently, it's stashed in a dirty laundry basket downstairs between uses. Something to keep an eye on. I knew there was something up with that goddamn son of a bitch. Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. She's a lot closer than I thought. Okay, well, good thing we need to go downstairs anyway. I knew there was something up with that laundry hamper. I'm like, this is a very well-made laundry hamper. Wow, this is unique. And why did that door just close? What the fuck? Okay, she's got to be, like, above me. Okay. Door stop closing. Jesus. I don't know if it's like an intended. Stop closing. Or stop opening. Stop it. Fucking pissing me off. I don't know if those doors are supposed to be opening and closing as part of the, like, you know, scare factor, but they're working. I'm a little on edge. I'm a little freaking. But I another one of the things that I don't know if it's like an intended effect or not, but the ability to hear her through the different levels, I think is really, really effective because it makes you get it in your mind, right? That is the sound that means she's nearby, and if she's on a different level than you, you hear that sound, and more importantly, you hear it very, very clearly. And then you're just like, oh fuck, where is she? Where is she? And you're just like looking around for a minute, and then realize she's not there, and you're like, oh fuck, dude. Who built this vault? A damn fitness instructor? Seriously. Oh, that was such a good fucking line. I love Nick. Nick Valentine is great. I've talked with people in the past who's like, he's a good character and stuff. I just don't really like his ending. There's parts of it that don't make sense, and it's like, yeah. But like, fuck, he's such a good character. He's funny. He's handsome. He's charismatic. He's cool more than fucking anything else. I'm just the thing that I'm really disappointed about when it comes to Fallout 4 is twofold. One, we didn't really get a chance to like really. They didn't utilize as much of that like detective sort of there she is sort of thing that they got with Nick Valentine and stuff. I feel like that if we were doing more like investigating detective stuff like that, it'd be a little bit cooler. We got to do it a little bit with like the Silver Shroud and stuff, but not as much as I would have liked. And then I really wish there would have been more emphasis on sort of like the paranoia that the Institute instills with people in the Commonwealth with like the synths and stuff like that. I really wish that was a bigger element of the main story. Like, it's definitely there. I feel like Covenant is a really good example of that in practice. And I feel like Good Neighbor is a good example of that in defense. But I don't know. I really wish it was like a bigger subplot, because I think that when you combine when you have the Institute as just like this like monolithic, mysterious faction that's able to, you know, okay, let me see, how am I gonna do this? Okay, where's she going? I'm going this way. Okay, cool. As just like, you know, this monolithic mystery. I don't know. I just feel like that was like a missed opportunity to like really lean in on that. But you know, then it probably wouldn't have been as. It probably wouldn't have been as sort of like, you know, oh, I'm like a dad looking for my kid and stuff like that. And then like, I don't know. It feels like a missed opportunity. It's hard to like specifically quantify, but it's just like, you know, I feel like there's additional stuff they could have done with it. He's definitely my second favorite. Hancock gets my first place. Hancock's pretty cool. I like Hancock. Hancock is good. Rules of play. Be considerate of others. Wait your turn to use the equipment. Leave things how you would wish to find them. The rec room is a privilege, not a right. Leave promptly when your allotted time is up. Okay, cool. You are positioned blah in the queue. We appreciate your patience. Fuck, dude. All right. This is either going to work out or be real suck for me. Okay, overseer program. Oh. There we go. Okay, that makes sense. It's like, what do I do? And I'm like, well, that's obviously what I do, stupid. Enjoy. Why'd you winky face at me? Don't fucking winky face at me. Stupid computer. Oh, look at this. Oh, no. Oh, the man died. Maintenance access card. Scrawled note. She wants it all for herself. She tricked me. I am not worthy to see what dwells below. I die here with prayers on my lips. I became one with it. Sick. There's a bed here. That means they work out, play pool, and they fuck. Oh, come on. Get a little bit of exercise in. Okay. So, What did I get? I got an access key. Oh, down to the depot. Oh, fuck yes. Oh, genius. I don't know why I'm taking my gun out. Gun's not going to do anything. Shut the fuck up. In general, I wish the whole anybody could be a synth thing was more used, or rather at all, to be honest. Mayor was kind of obvious. Dance being one was basically nothing considering he's aware of it. The fucking Paladin Dance being a synth, though, that was a really big plot twist. Like, that was genuinely impressive because, like, nothing set it up, but it made, like, absolutely perfect sense. And when you find out, it just, like, hits you like a fucking cement truck, and you're just like, what? That was good. That was a good twist. Almost any other time, it's just a specifically scripted event, like a random hotspot and such. Yeah. But like it was like definitely dance, and then okay, so she's over there. I'm just gonna fucking run. Oh, I got too close. She takes so much. Dance, and then I guess Sturgis, but there's no like real event where you find out Sturgis is a synth. But yeah, Sturgis being a synth, that was also kind of a crazy pull. We never get a chapter that you meet. We never get a character that you meet early on, but at some point got replaced by a synth, and you got to rely on your past experiences to actually notice they've been replaced. Yeah, I feel like something like that would have been really cool, but I don't know. It feels like the load holotape. Wait, what did I get? Oh, it was for this thing. Yeah. Okay. Fuck yeah. Okay. Just go anywhere that's not accessible. Cool. Oh, holy shit! Where the fuck did she go? What? How did she even get there? You were all the way up on the fucking third ass floor. You did not get there lickety split like that. Unless it teleported her after I moved there. Which would actually kind of make sense. Like I unlocked the door and then she's down there. That makes sense. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay. Maintenance access key. Grab the note. Wonder what this is. I mean, it's obviously like a fucking video game or something, but I wonder what it is. What game is it? Broken terminal. Like maybe they say something off, or perhaps they misremember certain events. Imagine stumbling upon a corpse of the original while the fake is still alive. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Somebody, what was it? It's like specifically to go back to the short I made talking about like Enclave versus Institute. Actually, no, I think the comment specifically that I'm thinking of was Legion versus the Institute. But it's so well, so that comment specifically was interesting because it was one of those like, oh, because I've also seen a bunch of those where it's like, oh, the Institute is just like written bad, or they're like, you know, people perceive them as incompetent, so like they would obviously like lose, and it's like, okay, well, you're not really coming at that from like an angle of like in universe evidence of like they're just like bad at doing their job. Like there's people who are all like they couldn't even find the railroad, and it's like, no, they like somebody else pointed this out in the comments, like they knew exactly where the railroad was because they were able to send, like, once they decided, like, hey, we're going to do something about the railroad, they had people there, like, right away to take care of them. They just never really perceived them as, like, an actual tangible threat. And then I remember one guy specifically in the comment section was arguing, like, they wouldn't be able to win against... Again, I think he wasn't really arguing in favor of the Legion. He was more so arguing that the Institute as a faction is just, like, bad. And his reason for that was because he was challenging, like, well, how do they replace people, right? Because they've talked about there's been a couple of different examples of how the Institute replaces somebody with a synth. In the case of Nick Valentine, they were able to, well, not the Institute specifically, but they had like a brain scan of the original Nick Valentine, which is how they were able to make, you know, the Gen 2 Nick Valentine. When it came to fucking who was it? There was that one scene where you could stumble upon that dude you know, at gunpoint with his own synth. And it's like they sometimes don't take the original. Other times they do. Sometimes they get the information through interrogation of the other person in order to form a synth. So they were arguing like the Institute as a faction doesn't work in this specific engagement because of this argument that, you know, oh, like, you know, what's their method for actually, like, how they replace people. There's multiple methods shown, like, what's the real, and it's like, it doesn't matter how they did art versus art. Yeah, that was it. That was his name. It was art. One, that's not a sign of bad writing. That's a sign of, like, ingenuity. I can see her right down there in the fucking corner. Come up the stairs, you dumb bitch. Is she stuck? I think she's stuck there. Okay, this is interesting. It's like, is it, you know, mildly inconsistent writing? Yes. Is it bad writing? Technically, no. It's just a little bit inconsistent. But, like, in no way does that, you know, is that, like, proof that, like, oh, not even the Institute, not even the game knows how the Institute makes synths. And it's like, to that point, it doesn't really matter how, like, we think they make synths. The point is that they're able to do it. Like, they can. They're actively doing it. And it's like, I can't even remember how I really got on this tangent, but it's like, there's just some, like, interpretations of the writing in Fallout to where it's like, you're not really coming at this from a good faith place. You're just coming at this from, like, Bethesda writing bad, and I want to just fucking look for any excuse to, like, really pin that down. Here she comes. She likes you. She does. She's come and get me. She's all like, come here, sweet cheeks. Give me a kiss. So how do you feel? Do you feel gay or straight? And then I'm like, I feel like I just did something that would get me thrown in jail in 46 states. Okay. Trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do here now. Okay, so we've been in there. Actually, no, I know what we need to do. We need to go over here. Scan the thing. I just didn't go in here yet. Reactor, because I wanted to put some distance between me and her. This relationship isn't working. You're suffocating me, babe. I just need, like, a week to myself. It's not you. Still love you, babe. All right. A lot of ideas that weren't pushed to their full potential. Yeah, and I feel like, I don't know. I feel like, because like I think I've talked a little bit about this on stream, but I'm taking a class on video game writing, and it's writing specifically, so we don't really get into like, you know, the details of like game design and like, you know, actually making video games and stuff. But it's very much like, you know, a lot of the times, you know, game designers and game developers like go to people with money, and they're all like, we want to make this game, and you know, this is how long we think it's gonna take to make it. Please give us several bajillion dollars, please. And they're all like, okay, yeah, we think that we can make money off of this. Okay, cool. Oh, that's probably not good. You smiling? Stop fucking smiling. Stupid. God, I hope I hope the ghost isn't still after us. Now we got a whole new thing to worry about. Am I supposed to do something here again? Please contact maintenance. Activate vault main power from overseer terminal. Okay. Which is probably out there. Fuck. Oh, God. Oh, she moved fast now. Shit. Oh, can't see. Oh, I died. Ah, fuck. But yeah, so, you know, game design, because it happens with so many games. It happened with New Vegas. It happened with, fuck you. Damn, I knew I should have saved it. Fuck. It happened with New Vegas. It happened with Fallout 4. There's just like, you just can't get everything done that you want to do in a game. And it sucks because, you know, it's a money constraint, it's a time constraint, and I feel like that's definitely what Fallout 4 ran into, to where it's like, oh, we don't have the money to do, like, you know, or not the money, but like the time. We don't have like the time or the money to do this, that, or the other thing. So it's like, you know, you just kind of get the major bullet points in. And I feel like they definitely wanted to tell a story about a parent looking for their lost child, and, you know, the child's a grown up now, and, you know, talking about all that stuff. And I feel like there was a lot of extra stuff that they wanted to do on top of that, but they ran into, you know, they just ran into the development wall, you know, whether or not it was a factor of they didn't have enough people to work on everything fast enough. They just didn't have enough time to work on everything that they wanted to do. They got too ambitious with it. You know, who's to say? But I feel like that's something that a lot of studios run into, and it's more of, so like, so like that, period. And then when you have a game made by a smaller studio that has a super specific idea of what they want to make, like they know exactly what they want to make, right? Like Expedition 33. They knew, the studio knew exactly what they wanted to make. So they were able to get in there, make it, and then, you know, the money that they got to make it and the time that they had to make it worked out perfectly, and they were able to put out an amazing game. Bethesda does that too. A lot of other game studios do that. God, this lasts so fucking long. But the problem with them is they're like making much bigger games, like Bethesda especially. Like these are Todd Howard put it best. Like the games are irresponsibly large. So it's you know, a time constraint, a money restraint, this, that, and the other thing. And then you have I don't know what she just said. That's the first time I ever heard her actually say something. I think she said, "I'll stop you," or "I'll stalk you," but I definitely feel like it was stop. And I'm all like, stop me from doing what?
What am I doing? What did I do? Am I gonna get bad touched? I don't know if I like that. Like, not gonna lie, you're kind of cute, but I don't want that. Toshi doesn't like a strong female lead. Hashtag canceled. No. Oh God. Ghost chick in a symbiotic. Ghost chick is symbiotic of abusive relationship. Toshi confirmed. Yeah, exactly. Like, she wants me, and I'm all like, you're pretty cute, babe. I'd like to get that, but you're kind of freaking me out a little bit here. She's like the crazy girl. I can't see. Electrocute self. It's only bad touch if you say no. Yeah, that's true. Okay, fuck, what am I doing? What am I doing? Where's the window? Get out of my way, Kevin. Where's the door? Did I get turned around? Am I in the wrong spot? Is the ghost gonna come in and bad touch me? She's gonna come in and bad touch me. She's gonna touch my butt. I'm gonna be like, no, don't touch my butt. And then she's gonna be like, hee. And I'm gonna be like, no. The mannequin up against the glass got me. Yeah, that was fucking scary. Okay, I don't know how much time we have. Let's do a quick save. Well, an actual save, rather. Okay, reactivate generator. Prototype drill. Boo! Spooky scary. Okay. So, we go this way. And then the ghost lady's chasing us now. Overseer terminal. Steve, do something. Up. Oh, am I supposed to platform here? Oh, I like that. That's cool. If only I could fucking see. Okay, well, that's good to know, actually. That is good to know. All right. Let's try this again. But yeah, Bethesda is now a part of Xbox and stuff. So I feel like Xbox, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, money doesn't replace the vision. It doesn't replace the creative talents, but I feel like it definitely helps, right? So I feel like there we go. Okay. I feel like Fallout 5 and, you know, Fallout 76 specifically, because that's like the current thing. I feel like they're getting on, and like, you know, obviously every Bethesda property. I feel, oh damn it. Was that the electricity or was that the ghost? Which one killed me there? Hi Toshi. Hey Azul. I feel like with Xbox money backing, I feel like they'll be able to achieve more of what they actually want to do, but it's going to be interesting to see how they balance that with what Xbox wants them to do, because I very strongly doubt that Xbox is just going to be like, okay, make a new Fallout game and you know, do whatever you want with it. I feel like to an extent that's what it is, but you know, they're not just giving Bethesda a blank check and being like, go crazy. They're definitely like, all right, you got a time frame. Okay, electricity. Maybe I should have checked to see where the Overseer terminal is, because I'm just kind of running blind here. Hey, guys. Oh, fuck. I can't see, and I can't run, because I got 0 agility. God, I hope that ghost isn't too fast. Is it up there? No, that door doesn't open. Or does it open now? Oh, it is open now! Oh, fuck, this changes everything! This changes kind of everything! Am I safe? I don't think I'm safe. Vault 17 mission statement. All right.
As the highest ranking executive of Dunwich Boars LLC, you have been selected to lead 117. Vault 117 was designed as a joint venture between Vault Tech and Dunwich Boars LLC. The vault will open in 100 years' time. It did not. Until then, Vault residents with their descendants should continue the important work of Dunwich Boars LLC, the development of mining apparatus, and exploration and exploitation of subterranean agents. We wish you luck with your future endeavors. All right, that makes sense. All right. I don't know if the ghost is still following me. I'm gonna real quickly back out of this, pop a little quick save, and then pop back in so we can keep reading. So the point with that is basically just I don't know to what extent being a part of, Xbox directly is going to impact Bethesda's creative endeavors, like how much they'll actually be able to put into, Elder Scrolls the next Elder Scrolls game and Fallout 5 and stuff like that. And what that will how that will balance with with Xbox's expectations. But I feel like it's going to be a step up from being, under ZeniMax and sort of being on their own. But we will see. Let's see. What does Zool say? I made a deal with a friend of mine to do 2 shorts, and she will do art of my character with a sticky note that says "Thembo" on my forehead. Nice. Hell yeah. Tit for tat. Barter. During some Bethesda Q&A, apparently they confirmed that Dance was a naturally escaped synth who likely fled into the Capital Wasteland. I mean, that makes the most sense, especially since a lot of Dance's early memories were of him in the Capital Wasteland. So I could very much see him being like Harkness, an escaped synth who just had his memory wiped and stuff like that. And or at the same time, be, somebody who was brought from the Capital Wasteland, from the Institute, from the Commonwealth, into the Capital Wasteland via the railroad that we see in Fallout 3. Because it was very heavily, very heavily implied that the railroad in Fallout 3 was helping synths who were escaping the Institute to get into the Capital Wasteland specifically, and then they could just kind of disappear. I mean, that's very obvious after Fallout 4 got released, but just putting that out there. So I wouldn't be 100% surprised if that's what happened, because he joined up with the Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland. So that makes sense. On that, also, as an additional talking point, I'm almost 100% sure that they are going to, at the very least, announce a Fallout 3 remaster at this year's Fallout Day celebration. I don't want to say 100% because, like I said in a short a while ago, I don't think that Fallout Day is supposed to be this is where we reveal new games and new fucking content coming from Bethesda. I think that it's just hey, we're Fallout fans. Fallout's cool. Hooray! But I could very easily see them sort of sneaking that in there. Hey, we got something big. We want to talk about it the Game Awards or something. But for now, we're going to talk about Fallout Ohio and shit like that in Fallout 76, which we also haven't talked about. That looks fucking crazy. I'm excited to check that out. I think it's actually live in the PTS right now. I could be wrong, but that's going to be cool, especially since it's that whole fucking western section of the map across the river. Oh, that's going to be badass. I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. I called it. You did. Sponsored by Dunwich Boars LLC. It's not super surprising, but yeah. Saw somebody say they're gonna remaster Fallout 1 because Bethesda posted a Fallout 1 birthday post Lol. Yeah, I saw something like that on Reddit too, and it's it was funny. Like they said that, and then like I think the most updated comment was like, "Whoa, let's lower our expectations there." Um, it's like yeah, they're not they're if they're going to going to remaster anything, it's going to be Fallout 3. I think it'd be badass if they remastered Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, but seeing as how that's not their intellectual property, the likelihood is very, 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 very low. It'd be cool if they did. Probably not going to happen. Log 0003. Oh god, that's a lot of words. Nice of the Reds to end the world on a Saturday. Didn't do us much good, though. The company had half of the workforce over at the dig site on voluntary overtime. Stanson, Ramon, Hartfield, Schutz, all the project managers were there. God help them. Who knows? If they were deep enough, they might have survived the blast. Don't like their chances after that, though. So here I am, overseer of over 100 scared miners and engineers who managed to get a day off, plus spouses and some other residents of Jamaica Plains who were in the right place at the right time. Only one kid, little Abby, and one expecting mother, Miss Thompson. And a company doctor, too, thank goodness. I didn't ask for this, but I'm the only manager left, junior as I am, so I've got the job. Mr. Henderson, the most senior of the supervising engineers, hasn't been pleased, but he isn't liked by anyone, so no one was in a hurry to support him. Get fucked, Henderson. I'd actually play it if it got remastered. The gunplay and movement, from what I've seen, doesn't seem appealing to me. Don't want to spend money on basically a homework assignment. Yeah, if they were going to remaster it, I would hope that they would. I would hope that what they would do would implement. What was it? Because if I'm not mistaken, the original Oblivion didn't have a sprint function, but the remaster does. So if they were to remaster it, I would hope that at least they put in, like, you know, some of the things that they had in Fallout 4, like the ability to sprint, the ability to look down the iron sight, changing up like some of the. I would really like it actually if they changed up the sprint directional lock, because in Fallout 4 you can sprint forward and you can, like, you know, turn your direction with the mouse, but you can't, like, you know, press W and A or W and D to, like, move in a diagonal direction and keep sprinting, but you can do that in Starfield. So I would really like that to be in a Fallout 3 remaster. But if they just do, like, little things like that just to make the feeling of moving down the moving in the game better, I feel like that would go a long way. There's no aiming down iron sights. No, that was one of the things that made New Vegas such a big deal compared to 3, because in 3 you could, you know, aim and you could, you know, see a little bit closer, but you weren't looking, like, down the iron sight. You weren't looking down the barrel of a gun. But then when you go into Fallout New Vegas, you actually were able to do that. That was one of the things that was, like, a big deal for New Vegas. Okay. What still surprises me is that Dunwich Boar LLC, I like how every time he says it, he types out the entire thing, the full government name, Dunwich Boar LLC. Y'all are beasts for having played those. I definitely wouldn't have bought it now. Well, you know, it was 2008, and it's not like we had a whole lot of other else to play. Like, I don't think, was GTA 3 out or GTA 4 out in 2008? I can't remember, but, you know, it was more of a thing of the times, rather. Like, not. I mean, I guess there was probably some first-person games that were doing like aiming down iron sights, but that didn't really become like a big sticking point until, like, I guess COD or, you know, something started doing it a lot more often. I don't even think it was in the original Halo game. I don't think they had iron sights in that. I could be wrong. It's been forever since I played Halo, but, you know. Okay. What still surprises me is that Dumb Ones Borer LLC, a company that barely gives two shit about staff safety, would go to the effort of buying a fleet of robots just to look after our needs. I know I shouldn't complain, but with these robots looking after our food and environmental needs, there just isn't a lot for everyone to do. And boredom breeds trouble. We've had several fights break out over the use of the rec room. I've imposed a rota for scheduled evening access between 3 residential blocks. And residents can come to me to request special access. I was trying to think of the stereotypical getting jiggy with it music, getting spicy with it music, but I fucking can't remember it. Yeah, I can't remember. Because there's like bow chicka bow chicka bow, but that's like older stuff. Like that was antiquated, I think, in like the 80s or some shit. The engineering at least keep themselves busy in the maintenance wing with the drill project. Mrs. Thompson gave birth today. No complications, thank God. Tiny little thing, barely cried at all, which gave us a bit of a scare. But in such close confines, I guess a quiet baby is a blessing. Hi. Hello. How's it going? I was just playing Lego games. Yeah, you and me both. It was probably like a couple years before, but I remember having a this was more so like Fallout 3 came out when I was in high school, if I remember correctly. But I remember a like long stint when I was either in like middle school or probably closer to like 6th grade or something like that. But I remember like a long stint where like the big I'd be playing like Lego chess on the computer. The original Lego chess on the PC was actually like fucking sick because like the pieces would like move. Like the knight was actually on a horse and the horse would gallop and stuff like that. And then they'd get into like little scraps when you were taking a piece and stuff. That shit was sick. Lego's fucking awesome. Log 0399. Little Jimmy Thompson disappeared last night. No one heard a thing. Parents are frantic. We've searched the vault from top to bottom. Nothing. When I got back here to my office, I found a notification from the depot. Jimmy had been taken under quarantine procedures to receive special care. No further details. All the residents are shaken, but also curious. No one's ever been down there before. Update. Despite multiple requests, still no update on Jimmy. To make matters worse, 3 days after he disappeared, an undersized mannequin, complete with vault suit, was delivered from the depot. I questioned everyone in case it was someone's idea of a joke, but nothing. The following night, it was moved to the Thompson quarters by a person's unknown. No one saw anything. The parents are taking it badly. Yeah, I would too. That's actually fucking like genuinely fucked up. Jesus Christ. Lego chess. Now you're talking about it. Now you're talking. True, the only times I like my little brother is when he's quiet. Yeah, that's fair. I shared a room with my younger brother, and he was like fucking a decade younger than me. But yeah, I get that. But yeah, Lego chess. That shit was awesome. I even have like in real life, I have a couple of like actual genuine Lego chess sets. They're all like, still not packaged up as like they still have like, their original like plastics on them and stuff, but they came in like these little like carrying briefcases. And I still have them all like closed up in that because they're fucking badass. Like, what can I say? Okay. 21 more people taken over the last 4 months. Jesus Christ. All of them emotionally unstable to a varying degree. And like clockwork, a few days after they go, another mannequin is set up, and the next night is posed somewhere in the vault. Excuse me. That also feeds into that thing that I said earlier about that one note that was very heavily implying that every single mannequin in the vault was originally a vault residence, and there it is. It's near impossible to get a straight answer from the depot. These mannequins, or vault resident stand-ins, are apparently integral to the smooth automated operation of Vault 117. I think that means that someone at Dunwich or Vault Tech cut corners in the coding. The robots can't deal with a population change, so in their calculation. 104 people came in the vault, and as far as they're concerned, there still are 104 people. Except 24 of them aren't real. In the meantime, we were receiving excess supplies. Boxes are starting to pile up. People are angry, but if we mess with the mannequins, the depot system rejects even the most reasonable requests. 1022, log 1022. More than half of the residents are gone. Only about 20 of us are left now. No one comes back. Doc Torrance was one of the last, and he wasn't even sick. I read the report that he was drafting on his terminal. I think they decided he knew too much. I know they're probably reading this too. Monitoring me. It's all happening faster now. One day you're fine. The next you're screaming in the halls. Michael isn't stable, but he hasn't been talking. Maybe he's too drunk. Maybe they're just letting him stew. He rarely leaves his room after all. I can hear him talking to himself in there. Log hashtag. It's too late for us all in here. Get the girl out. There's nothing to do but wait. Wait. And stop anyone else. Don't feed it. It'll starve. Better to die here than go below. To it. Better, in fact, that Vault 117 is forgotten. As if it was never here. Oh, shall we open vault exit door? Open the exit door. Congratulations, Overseer. More than 100 years has passed since Vault 17 was sealed, and your predecessors have successfully protected the population and are now ready to return to the surface. Please enter the depot elevator in groups of no more than 5. Upon arrival, you will be issued with survival gear and further instructions. Please leave 10 minutes between groups. Would you like to proceed? I'm going to hit no, and then I'm going to save it again. And then I'm going to hit yeah. Yes. Okay, well, as I said before, I have a mod called Fall Souls activated, which makes it so that the game will continue playing. Don't do it. It's a trap. Oh, I know. At like 110%. You think this guy would be sitting here looking like this if it weren't no trap? It's a goddamn trap. But I need to get the fuck out of here. Where is it? Let's get some aid going on here. Let's drink some. Actually, purified water would probably be the way to go. There we go. Okay, so that's that, and then okay. All right, that's a little bit better. But yeah, I have a mod called Fall Souls on, so whenever it does a note 8, whenever I'm like reading a terminal or like, you know, in my Pip-Boy or on the pause menu, the game continues to play. It doesn't like pause the world. So we've been sitting here for a while, and no ghost has chased us, so that's nice. From the desk of the Overseer. I'm tired, but I think I'm too late. The dreams have started, and that was always the first sign. I shall not let them take me alive. At least Abby is safe. If there is such a thing as a soul, I co-sign mine to stand watch over this place and stop any that would feed the darkness below. If you made it this far, perhaps you have the strength to end this.
How much dollar to make this an alcoholic drink only run? There's a number. What is it?
Well, you'd be surprised to know that it's very low, but unfortunately, I don't have any alcohol with me. I have 0 alcohols. Or are you talking about like in game. Like you're only allowed to drink alcohol in game, which would actually be kind of funny. Get fucking smashed, become an alcoholic in game. How to become an alcoholic in Fallout 4? Step 1, find wine bottle. Step 2, glug 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 glug. Step 3, rinse and repeat. Oh, I actually picked that one up. I meant to like grab it and then glug 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 and then jump. In game. Well, that would actually probably have been a funny thing to do at the beginning of the horror mod to make it even. Oh, hey, the lights are on now. That's probably great, but probably also bad. But that would have made the entire thing a lot funnier because I think the alcohol addiction in game has that same sort of like swirly effect that the ghost applies to you. Okay. Oh no, now I have to go into the depot. It's understandable because it's an online game, but the whole world's still moving while reading notes, holotapes, or terminals is my least favorite part of 76. Yeah, I get it, but you know, what are you gonna do? It is kind of a bummer. I do kind of like the new like the VAT system where it's more like auto aim in a sense. But like you can't do it on, you know, other players, which makes sense. But you know, I don't know. I like the Fallout 4 one better, to where it just like slows down time. Excuse me. Oh, now I can't move him. Okay. Oh wait, no. Is it just open now? Oh yeah, it's just open now. Okay. Weird story about me. One time I was at a restaurant and I asked, "Do you have Pepsi related items?" 10 minutes later, I'm pointing at my hand saying, "Give me Pepsi." In game, in IRL. No. The horror has driven your character to alcoholism. Oh yeah, I'll do that. Once we finish up, I'll like go through everything. I'll like, oh my god, oh it was so fucked up, and I'll just be at the bar, just like, just trying to fucking forget. Which would seem very very realistic. This has been a pretty spooky experience so far. So let's see where this depot situation goes, because it's been kind of building up to down here. Oh, never mind. There's sound again.
Vault 117 quarantine facility. Please proceed to the end of the hall and stand in the designated area.
Oh, that's probably not good. It's more of the red stuff from In the Flesh. Some bitch, man. Also, that the voice there was yeah, that's Rascal Arts. He's doing the voices and stuff. I'm being scanned.
Complete. Please step forward into decontamination.
Okay. There we go. Now I can aim. Oh god. Oh god. Oh boy. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know if this music is copywritten. Oh! Air protector on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is very loud too. Oh my god, my health is already so low. Oh, I'm getting whooped. Quarantine terminal. Unit procedures. Nope. There's information there. I couldn't tell you what it is. That was the admin note. Oh, I died. All right. Wasn't really expecting death metal to kick in there. Bloody Mary mix. Hell yeah. I might have to turn on God mode for that, because there's a bit of a power scale difference between us there. Let me see here, actually. Whoopsies. There we go. Which one of my weapons is like the besterest? Oh, I could just throw fucking Molotov cocktails everywhere. Oh, that's actually kind of funny. Okay, 18, 15, 34, but that's bolt action, so that's going to take a little bit to reload. Ooh, wait a minute. Is this single shot or spread? Ooh, okay.
Welcome to Vault 117 Quarantine Facility. Please proceed to the end of the hall and stand in the designated area.
Alright, we're going to make this interesting. Let's do save. Maybe not interesting. We're going to make this funny. We're going to make this fun. This is going to be a good time segment.
Scanning complete. Please step forward into decontamination.
We're going to go fucking Doom mode on it. But we got a fucking shitty pipe gun and fucking Molotov cocktails. Yeet. Alright, let's fucking go. Open the door. I'm fucking ready for it. Seriously, didn't expect a Doom guy moment here. This is actually working pretty well. Fucking goddamn flesh robots. What is it with Rascal Art and his obsession with fusing man and machine into these abominations? Does his bloodlust know no bounds? Of course they don't. The man's insane. These are pretty good creature designs, though. Like, this is genuinely terrifying. He's got, like, a squid mouth. Bang, 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 bang. The whole crawling and everything. This is cool. Bang, 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 bang. There's so many of them. All right, what about you? What's your whole deal here? You just got a crazy arm? Oh, you got a people hand too. Get fire. God, there's so many. Bam, bam, bam. Fire. Cocktail. This is where my alcoholism comes in. Fucking take it. And they're just running away from me. They're just like, please, please stop. And I'm like, never. I will never stop. You shall all perish. I don't know why I got French there. But what are you gonna do? Yeah, you better run. Run from my flames. The flames of justice shall purify you of your crippling vileness. I gotta say, this is not how I expected this this spooky It Follows mod to end. In a hail of bullets and fire. But god damn it, am I glad it did. Oh, and then it just restarts. I thought it was like a proximity thing, like it only... Like the music only played in there. But this works. Bang, 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 bang. You can go the other way, though. Oh. Alright, he's gone. He died. Oh, he died. Bam! Alright, you motherfuckers. Where's the last one? I think he's gone. Okay, now what? Now where do I go? Oh, do I need to do something with this thing? There we go. Okay. Okay. And this had a lot of stuff attached to it, but it didn't do nothing. Down here, perhaps? Nope. Aha! Are there more demons down here? Yes, there is. Hey, don't do that. You're not allowed to punch me. I'm allowed to set you on fire, though. Because I'm the player character. And I am immortal. It's funny, because I remember one of the things that Rascal said about this mod is that he wanted to sort of remove the player's, like, you know, like power fantasy sort of thing. Because Fallout 4 is very, like, power fantasy focused. Like, you can get, like, crazy strong in Fallout 4. And he wanted to sort of, like, strip a lot of that away to really, like, genuinely create a horror experience. Which I feel like with the top part, he definitely nailed. This section kind of feels like he leans a lot back into the, like, hey, you're still overpowered and beastly. That's probably not good. I don't know what that big scary sound was. Oh, fuck, hey. Ow, hey. What'd that say? Approaching flesh? Oh, that's not good. Oh, God, there's brains in here. They're not just brains, they're eyeballs. They're specifically eyeballs. Oh, God, error multiple ID. Fuck, dude. Ah, the tone of all this shifted very drastically. Get off of me. Fire. Fire. I know I'm pointing the wrong way, but I had something in my eye. I like that he's utilizing, because in the flesh he utilized a it was a Mirelurk Queen skeleton for a for like a doll-headed spider robot baby kind of thing, and with this guy he's utilizing a fog crawler skeleton, which I think is pretty cool. It gives the organic machines a much more insectoid feel to them, a more unnatural, unsettling feeling to their movement. Die by being on fire. God, it is good that I turned on God mode, because there was no way I was surviving this. I am not beefed enough to take these critters on. Corrupt handy? Oh, there you guys are. Oh, God damn it. I keep, like, fucking accidentally just barely touching the Thompson. That one said Thompson. Where's the one that said Thompson? Tectron. Thompson. J? Thompson Jr.? The son? The prodigal son? I like the eyeballs in the jars. They're spooky at first, and then you get up close to them and you're like, ah, it's got eyeballs in them. Oh, God. Get out of here. Get out of here. You get the fuck out of here. You get the hell out of here right now. Hey, what do you want? What do you want? Yeah? Yeah, that's what you want? You want to be dead? Damn, that's crazy, son. That's crazy, son. Where are you going? I'm going to throw Molotov cocktails at your feet until you're not alive anymore. And shoot you. I'm going to throw Molotov cocktails at you and shoot you. But mostly shoot you. And mostly throw Molotov cocktails at you. Like, not gonna lie. I got a lot of Molotov cocktails. Bang, 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 bang. He's just like, please. Please leave me alone. I'm like, no. Fuck you. You make my life impossible. Yeah. Yeah. Make you alive no more. Is there anything else down here? And then we got the fucking tendrils and shit. In some sections it gets quiet, so I think the music is attached to like specific rooms and stuff. Oh, eyeballs. Hey, how's it going? Just gonna push that button. What'd that do? That do something? That chest piece? Did I just get a leather chest piece? Armor. Yeah, buddy. Now we're talking. That button do something? Oh, wait. Terminal. Experimental procedure. Oblivion Snowfall. Contamination procedure. Admin note. I have no freaking idea what I'm doing here. The coding or syntax. You know what? I'm just gonna. There we go. Like, it was cool at first. Now it's kind of getting in the way. I have no freaking idea what I'm doing down here. The coding and syntax I've been told to use by these creeps from Dunwich makes zero sense to me. It's gibberish, but it just works. Mr. Gregson, you know, that Vault Tech liaison, is totally pissed. He had a screaming match with that Shoots guy from Dunwich over contacting the obelisk, insisting that they be able to shut it down if need be. Shoots did not like that one bit. I tried to not look at it if I can help it. I like it best when there are other techs in the control room with me. At least then I can tell myself the whispers I hear are from them. Oh, God. Is that what's in there? Oh, fuck, it is. There's an obelisk in there. Oh, shit. Okay, so how do we get in there? Oh, that's probably... You could also not scream at me. That would be more appropriate, actually. That open that door? I think it did, yeah. All right, let's fucking go. Ow, hey. Don't do that. Approaching flesh. Approaching flesh? More like approaching dork. Yeah, how's it feel to be on fire? Probably doesn't feel very good. How's it feel to get shot? That probably also doesn't feel very good. I like the design of these approaching flesh guys. A little spooky, a little scary. Bang, 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 bang. Alright, they're dead. They're all fucking dead. My flashlight isn't really moving with me, though. But I think that's... Yeah, it's fine. That's the way it's supposed to be. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang. I don't know if it's supposed to do that. Because, like, that, like, the way the light's working like that, I feel like that's more... I feel like that's, what is it? I feel like that's more, like, attached to the Pit Boy. And I don't feel like that's correct. Hello? This was a fucking pillar made of Venta Black? Bang, bang, fire, pew, pew. God, now I kind of wish I had like a rocket launcher or something. Is this a pillar? Or the obelisk? Oh no, yeah, it's made of stone. I don't know why it's in the green portal. Okay. What's this do? Ah, requires key. God damn it. Is the music still going? Is it still going? Yeah, it is. We'll keep it a little bit up. Keep it a little bit up. Okay. Oh. Ah, there it is. I was waiting for that. Okay. Warning, unknown energy spike detected. Error. Let's make it worse. Boom. Ooh. Oh. It's just the key. Oh. Bam. Fire burn. That's what I should have done. I should have given myself the flamethrower. come down here, go through the horror games, and then just torch them. Bloop, boop. That's probably fine. I'm sure that won't be a problem for us anytime soon. Terminal! Generator terminal. Activate Faraday cage. Oops. Oh, that's broken. Oh, hey. Oh, God. It's Cthulhu. Kremnith, the Lesser Guardian. Fuck you, Kremnithu. Kremthul. I don't know how to pronounce those words. But you're about to get the taste of your own medicine. You fucking dick. Get fire upon. Yeah, not too fun now, is it? This is why you don't mess with somebody who could use console commands. You fuck. Specifically somebody who can use console commands because they're at like level 4. And are not at all prepared for this fight. But are prepared to murder you. Bang 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 bang. What if I turned on the... Where is it? Yeah, frag grenades. There we go. Now we're talking. Bam. Oh no. Creme of the fool. Oh god, there's a lot of explosions going on around here. I feel like that definitely fucking peaked the audio or something. That was, whoa, that was loud. Like, it wasn't too loud for me, because my shit's fucking volume controlled and stuff, but that was definitely sudden and scurry. Okay, I did it! He's dead! Woo! So... now what? Is there something more I do in here? Is this definitely... Okay, that was... that was somewhere else. I definitely feel like there's... Oh, wait, no, yeah, there's... I fucking forgot about the other doors. Don't touch me, spooky hands. Hello? So you're telling me that wasn't the final boss? Are there other bosses? Fuck, dude. Let's turn that off. Bloop. Alright, what's in here? What's in the elevator? Are we going up? Can we go back this way? No. Alright, fair enough. I wanted to see if we could go through that other door there, but I don't think that is actually a door that we can go through. I think it's just unrelated to our current ventures. When does the heavy music end? That's the best part. It doesn't. It just keeps going. Because you've broken down psychologically. Oh yeah, I remember that one now. Unknown structure. Oh yeah, that goes back out here. So... Okay, so we did do it. Right? Yeah, 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 yeah. I think we did everything. What do you want? Get blown up, nerd. Okay, so... I didn't miss something, did I? I don't think so. Let me see if I can go back and check that door there. Like that other door that was over there. Because there was like 3 doors. One of them went to the main chamber where the obelisk was, and the other door went to the secret exit there. Hit. There we go. Just turn you off real quick. Pipe always there? Yeah, this door. What's up with this door? Nothing? Just whoa. What's through this door? Oh, just the cosmic stem of reality. Okay, so yeah. Oh yeah, and then this all fucking blow up and then, like they're all caved in and shit. Okay. Still feels like there's a little bit more to kill in here, but it'll probably die off in a little bit. It'll probably be fine. It's probably fine. Oh, but then we can't go back through that way. And since that's the way we came in, we just fucking soft locked ourselves. Good thing I got console commands. Well, damn. That's good. Does that open up? Oh. Well, whatever. All right. Well, I guess we'll head back to the surface then. And since the music has finally stopped blasting into our eardrums. There we go. That was funny. Power dwells below. Dunwich Borer, LLC. Hell yeah. All right. Well, that was pretty fun. I'm not 100% sure how, like, the ghost ties into all that. Because I feel like it was kind of, sort of, I feel like part of it was kind of saying that the ghost was that girl Abby, but at the same time, nothing really, like, confirmed that. Which I just feel like that was a side thing. I don't think that really, like, super matters. You know, Abby could just be somebody that they were just able to get her out of the vault. But, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe there was a note or something that I missed that sort of explained that. But I'm not really seeing the connection between the ghost that was following us and the whole, you know, like Dunwich Borers, Cthulhu mythos, stuff like that. I'm not seeing the direct connection. It's possible that the ghost was like, you know, a hallucination of our brain or whatever. Because the Dunwich stuff does kind of just do that to a motherfucker. But I don't know. That kind of threw me a little bit, but everything else seemed pretty sweet. Because you know we're going in the places, you know, oh we're Dunwich Borers and all that. That makes sense. That sort of tracks. But the larger, like, I just don't see how that connects with the ghost really. But all the Dunwich stuff, that makes 100% sense. It was like we got down there and we saw that the banner up there said, like, you know, Vault 117 in association with Dunwich Borers, and like, oh fuck. Like, oh, we're gonna have to deal with this shit. God damn it. So that makes sense. And then, like, I liked a lot of the more subtle horror stuff. I feel like that was done best with all of the stuff in the actual vault level, And then when we actually got down to the lower level, with all the like, you know, flesh robots and all that, it definitely like ties in to his other work. I would probably say that there is an actual connection between the events that happen in the flesh and the events that happen in Vault 117. Maybe not a direct correlation, but definitely a causal connection, or like a similarity, a similar connection. But it is a really sharp juxtaposition to go from all that sort of like, you know, slow moving, creeping horror on the surface level to going down below and then getting, you know, that sort of like fast paced run and gun, flesh robots are crawling at you, kind of thing. Which was fun, especially when you have God mode on and can't die and can literally empty bullets into things. But, yeah, it's a very strong juxtaposition. I can't say 100% if it, like, you know, works. But I had fun with it. I think it was fun. I had a good time with that. That was enjoyable. I liked a lot of the story building that Rascal did with this one. The notes and everything. How he sort of like, you know, dropped like little hints and clues, and slowly as you're going on, you discover more and more, and like, you know, a lot of the thought processes that you develop as you're finding the notes turn out to be accurate. Like I said, with the whole like, oh man, I think this note's really insinuating that all these mannequins are stand-in for people who went missing and stuff like that. So like that makes sense. And it's like, I don't know. Again, maybe I just like missed a note or a terminal or something somewhere, but I would really like a little bit more explanation on how that sort of all the stuff that happens in the vault connects more to, like, you know, the stuff that's going on underground in the depot with Dunwich borers. Like maybe they were, you know, sacrificing people. I guess that would make sense. There was that one note that sort of talked about how, like, you know, oh, somebody's like succumbed to the madness and stuff like that. So maybe all of the stuff that they were doing, you know, in the underground with like the spooky Cthulhu stuff, it was like, oh, that's starting to have an effect on the people in the vault. And when somebody in the vault like goes crazy enough, then they, you know, they have to quarantine them. So they grab them from the surface and then bring them down, and then, you know, I don't know, take care of them, turn them into flesh soup, or or like one of the robots or something like that. But then it's like, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff with not specifically that, but then it's like, you know, the monsters and stuff that are down there. Like, what are they doing with those? Are those just things that, like, you know, mutated and formed semi-naturally because of the 100 so years that have passed since the end of the war? You know, several hundred years, I suppose. Or were they down there like the entire time and Dunwich was doing something with them? I don't know. I think more so that's just, you know, fan speculation, since Bethesda hasn't really done a lot of stuff in elaborating more on a lot of the more like Lovecraftian stuff. They're definitely kind of doing it in Fallout 76 with like the interloper and stuff like that. But they're still pretty vague on it. But overall, Vault 117 or 117, 117, however you want to phrase it. Pretty good, pretty fun. I feel like the ending part, if you're like a bit more leveled and a bit more geared out, like you have, you know, if I had power armor and like, you know, a flamethrower in there, I'd just be like fucking melting bitches. But that was pretty fun. I liked most of the scary stuff that happened in the upper part of the vault. The It Follows ghost was really well done. The fact that she would be invisible at some times and would like move stuff around as she's like, you know, making her way towards you Really like that. And a lot of really, really good stuff in that one. I just felt like the juxtaposition. It kind of felt like, what was it? If anybody who's seen House of a Thousand Corpses, I would actually probably go out on a limb and say that that might have actually been a partial inspiration. But in House of a Thousand Corpses, the Rob Zombie movie, there's a certain point near the very end of the near the very end of the movie where like a main character falls into like this underground area, and they what was his name? I want to say it was like Dr. Zombie or something like that. Oh no, it was Dr. Satan. There's like this mad scientist, his name's Dr. Satan, and I think they talked about him briefly earlier in the movie. As like oh, he's like a, you know, a legend, a superstition, something like that. But then like he drops in and he's there, and the tone is all of a sudden very, very different. It's a lot more like hyper violence as opposed to the much like slower paced like traditional slasher horror movie that the rest of House of a Thousand Corpses sort of had. And it felt very similar with Vault 117. So I guess to whatever extent, you know, that has on the player, I guess is like a more individual thing, but it was fine. It just felt like too sharp of a juxtaposition for me, but that's just me. Overall, I think the mod was really fun. If you enjoyed the stream, like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff. If you want to check out the mod itself, it is Vault 117, Vault 117, by Rascal Arts on the Nexus page. Unfortunately, it is not available on consoles. So sorry. But yeah, check it out for yourself, play it for yourself. You know, watching horror content is only, you know, going to be part of the experience. The larger part is going to be actually experiencing it. But I liked it. I had a good time with it. We did an interview with Rascal Arts for the podcast, the Atomcast podcast, which is going to be linked in the description below if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, I could actually I need to go in and fucking work on my Twitch stuff, because there's so much stuff that's not there we go. There's so much stuff that I need to like add and change and stuff like that. I've been fucking neglecting that for far too long. I think there's a link to my my link tree in there. If not, like go to the link to YouTube, and then it'll be linked in my YouTube or my Bluesky, either or. I think it's also linked on TikTok, which I think is on the Twitch thing. I don't know. Like I said, I need to fucking clean up my Twitch. I keep wondering why nobody's watching on Twitch, and it's like, well, it's because your fucking stream setup looks basic as shit. But that is going to be it for tonight's spooky scary Fallout Fright Day. We will be back tomorrow for the spooky weekend stream. I don't have excuse me. I don't have an exact plan for tomorrow. I have a couple of ideas for what we'll play. We, depending on how much time or how long it takes for us to get through a game, we might do like 1 or 2 games, maybe 3, depending on the game speed. But I have a couple of ideas for games to play. Yeah. We will most likely be I'm still, my scheduling's weird right now. I'm still waiting to see what my schedule for tomorrow is going to be like. We will either be starting tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or tomorrow at probably around 4 or 5 Pacific Standard Time. But yeah, I will. Let's see. I can't. It's kind of frustrating. I can't really put a notification on Twitch. I can edit I can edit the schedule, but it doesn't really give notifications or anything. I can't just put something out to be like, hey, we're going live now, or we're going live in an hour or this time. So The best way to stay up to that is in the Discord channel. So join the Discord. Links are going to be in the description. Or follow me on Bluesky, which are going to be linked in the description. I often forget to post notifications about when I'm going to go live and stuff like that because I'm sort of trying to work on other stuff, but also need to work on stuff like that so I can better notify people of stuff. But I'm usually a bit more active in the Discord. But yeah, links to all my socials are going to be in the description. If you enjoyed, like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell, hit the follow button if you're on Twitch. We'll be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. or 4 or 5 p.m. Probably 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And that's going to be for tomorrow and Sunday for the full weekend stream. We're going to do Saturday and Sunday. For now, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a good night. I hope you have good plans for the weekend besides just watching me stream. And I will see you all tomorrow. Happy October. It's spooky time. The weekend's here. Let's have fun with it. You all be good. Drink water. Have a good night. And I will see you all tomorrow for more frightful activities. That was horrible. Why did I fucking laugh like that? Jesus. All right. Take it easy.